Hey, what's going on, guys? So one of my big goals this year is I want to put out so much content that people either get super annoyed at me or they start investing in real estate, all right? I know it's changed my life, and I know it can change other people's lives. That's why I want everyone to hear about this stuff. So everybody, most people who follow me or, watch my stuff, it's mainly about flipping houses. And I kind of want to transition into other aspects of real estate because there's so many different ways to make money, okay? It doesn't have to be flipping houses. One of those ways is rentals, okay? I've talked about Airbnbs and different things that I do. But I want to tell you guys how I do some of that. And one of the ways I do it is called the BRRR strategy, okay? And I think that was made famous in BiggerPockets. That's the first time I've ever heard of it. And if you guys haven't seen, I've got a podcast over on BiggerPockets. Go check it out if you want to hear about my story. But anyways, back to BRRR. BRRR is it's BRRR, okay? That stands for buy, renovate, or rehab, buy, renovate, rent, refinance, okay? So buy, renovate, rent, refinance. So how does that play out? You buy the property, you fix it up. It's hopefully worth a lot more. You get it rented out, and then you go and refinance the loan. The whole idea behind it is that by the time you refinance it, it's worth so much more than what you bought it for and what you paid to renovate it that you get into it with no money down, or you actually get money from the asset and you own it. So let me give you a real world example of how mine played out. So one of my cabins up in Big Bear, I bought it for $159,000 about 6 months ago. We renovated it, put about 30 grand into it. I'm all into it for about 190. I knew it was probably worth about 280,000 when I was done with it. So what did I do? I got it rented out, and then I went to refinance it with the bank, normal 30-year loan. So got my 30-year loan. The appraisal came back. They said it's worth 280, just like I thought. Now, some banks will lend up to 75%, some will do 80%, kind of just depends on what loan you get. But, 75 to 80% of 280 is, around 210, 220, right around there. So for me, I'm only all in for 190, and now they're telling me I can get a loan up to 210. Well, I'm actually going to get this property for no money out of my pocket, plus they're going to pay me 20 grand that I'll now have in my pocket. That's a pretty cool strategy. I mean, to me, it's like one of the best strategies that you can use to build wealth, because now I've got this asset that's, I have a loan for 210 on it and it's worth 280. So my net worth is 70 grand more. And then I've got this asset that cash flows as well. And it just is going to make me money every month forever. And it's also renovated exactly how I want it. And it's just a great piece of property. So I'm super excited about this strategy, and I'm super happy to share it with you guys. Now, some of you guys are thinking, well, how do you initially buy it? That's the tough part. Most people, including myself, will initially buy it by using hard money. So, I'll get a hard money loan to cover, the purchase, maybe even the rehab. And, either way, I'm still in it for 190 plus my money cost. And at the end of the day, I'm still getting this property for little to no money out of pocket. And I've got an asset that's worth at least, I got at least 20% equity in it. So it's a really, really cool thing that you can do to start investing. And I highly, highly encourage you guys, if it's something you've never done before, to look into it. Really, all it comes down to is making sure that you can buy a really good deal and that you have the credit and income to refinance it later on. So take a look at it. It's a great way to build wealth. If you have any questions about it, comment below. And, I'd be happy to help you out and tell you a little bit more about my experience, but I love it. And I'm going to keep adding assets that way. So you should too.